and then I have.
Ugh.
Let me blank it.
See, I need to get some of those lights. You got those off Amazon?
Well, here we are. We're live. First time I've ever done it. Uncharted territory here. Super excited about it. This is All-Star Fandom Prime. It's going to be a weekly show every Wednesday here at 7 o'clock. We're going to go through everything underneath the sun when it comes to fandoms and what's currently going on in those fandoms. It's not just going to be myself. I'll have a guest along with me as well. You know him. You love him. Sometimes you hate him. When it depends on his takes, right? So for this one, who best to join me than my guy, Rufus? How we doing, man?
Hey man, how y'all doing, man? I'm good, man. Just a little tired, but I'm good. I'm in here. I'm ready for this thing. I'm a little nervous because this is all new. Like you said, it's uncharted territory for us, man.
Oh
So
man,
going
we're
live.
flying without a net, man. It's I feel like the Graysons, but that didn't end very well.
I
Uh,
mean, it did not.
it, terrible analogy, but
Yes,
just
very much so, man.
but this is going to be the fun part about it. We're streaming here live on YouTube. Leave a comment, ask questions, do whatever. Pretty much the ticker that will pop up throughout the show asks you to do. That's going to be fun to see.
Yes.
We're also live over on Instagram. It's going to be wild over there. I have that screen pulled up. Rufus, I feel like you remember the aliens from MIB that was watching
Yeah.
the world and the galaxies. That's
Bibble
how I
and
feel right
yeah, yeah.
now. So
I think that was his name.
it was something like that. I swear it was.
Yeah.
But what was so side mission, and this might be another sort of segment. Remember how
Oh, we hit the
wild it was
side
that
mission out the gate though.
Of course. Remember how Michael Jackson was on the screen asking to be in the MIB?
Yeah.
How wild was that?
He said, "I'm ready."
But so let's just give a rundown of how this show is going to work. So the way it's going to do, or way we're going to do it, is that I'll have a topic and my guests will bring a topic, and it'll be about our fandoms and what's going on in those fandoms. I know you saw like the post we put out today. We'll talk Superman, and we're going to talk Kane the Conqueror and how we get to that.
Kang the
But
Conqueror.
yeah, but before we do it, follow, like, share, do all the social media stuff while you're here. Share with a friend, do whatever. We love to see reactions. We love to see comments. This is
Yes.
gonna be fun. This won't be our only one. So,
Yes.
Rufus, are you ready? Before we start it, I got to ask you a question though. So
Okay.
this is a question that I'll ask like every single guest that comes on. What's your ultimate fandom? So, what would be like? You could talk about it all day. It might be across your chest, but what could you talk about all day?
So it is across my chest, and I just say it's movies, man. Just movies. You know, you've been knowing me for a long time, so you know I love movies. I love TV shows, and that's something that I can talk about all day. Especially if a movie I love, for instance, Harry Potter,
Yeah.
uh, Lord of the Rings,
So
any of the Marvel, DC movies. You know,
you're a movie buff, essentially.
yeah.
You're in it
I
to
wouldn't
win
say I'm a buff. I love movies because you know you start putting those titles on people, they expect you to know everything.
it. You don't want that pressure.
No, I don't want that. No.
So let's not linger around. We're gonna just go ahead and jump right in it. Rufus, this has been fun. The way that I've sort of described this is that if you know me, I worked in college athletics for 10, 11 or so years. And where I currently work, we don't have basketball. It's coming, but we don't have basketball. And it's that feeling that I would always get right before tip off. That horn would go when the clock ticks down. Then we go from introduction, national anthem, lineups, and tip ball. When I got through all of that, that's when I could breathe. And this is us getting through that. So, yeah. and it makes me feel good because I haven't had that feeling in a very long time. But not gonna just be on that all night. So what we're gonna do, because I'll be here all night talking about this. So what we're gonna do, we got Superman and the new DCEU. So DCEU, however you want to talk about it, right? Whatever you want to call it. A lot has happened within that realm of fandom, I suppose, the last 10 years. Yes. Some good, yes. Some bad. But as of last week or so, we sort of got a sort of inclination on what we'd be expecting from Superman, right? So yeah, this right here is the new Superman logo. So Rufus, I know this is in your realm of fandom as well. Just from the jump, what do you think about this logo? This crest on his chest now.
I don't know. You may disagree with me on this, but I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Look,
I understand why though.
Well, I'm okay. You tell me why you think I like it, and then I'll break down to you why I like it.
Well, I feel and I'm speaking for you, obviously. I feel like the boldness of the symbol on his chest. Yes. I will say I like it too, and obviously it's Fortress of Solitude with all the snow around it, right?
Yeah,
but I like it, but I do like to see the S more. I don't have a problem with it. I do like to see some curvature of that. That's a funny line to say. The curvature of the S. I do like to see that.
Well, here's the thing. Check this out. You see the other part of the curvature of that S is kind of covered up by the small box. You feel me?
It's within it. Yeah, it's within it. But definitely one of those things where I know from the jump, Rufus, we've talked about a lot of DC. I know I made a video about I'm kind of done with it. But over the last month or so, and they still haven't explained to us why we're keeping some people like Amanda Waller and some of the Suicide Squad, and then bringing them over here. Multiverse, let's go ahead. Why not? Or but for this, I'm seeing how the casting's working. I'm seeing how things are going. James Gunn, I like more in an ensemble than like a main superhero capacity. But he can make the claim that he might have the strongest trilogy in the MCU. You cried in the third Guardians. Quit playing,
man. Who didn't? But I'm just saying the strongest trilogy, though, bro. Come on, the strongest.
Make a note of this. I'm gonna have like a background and a whole thing for side missions. Okay, so when we jump into them, people watching will know.
Well, no, we go to the side missions.
People will know that we're going through side missions. But what's hilarious about it, man, is that I look at the MCU. I love all the Captain America movies, but not everybody likes the first Avenger.
I like all of them.
So that's the only other one for me. But back to Superman. That's just enough of a side mission.
Yes.
We also got to look at the cast as well, right? So back in the back, we got David Cornsweet. He's the one in the hat. He's Superman. Looks like a very young Henry Cavill. Love Henry Cavill. Love Ben Affleck.
Hold on. Whoa. Don't put that on him. He don't look like Henry now. Come on now.
You haven't. Wait till you.
I've seen him in the suit, and I've looked at him. He don't look like Henry. You know, Henry got that physique. You feel me?
He's built, but face and everything, they're not far apart in their family tree, man.
Let me ask you something before you continue. You remember when Brandon Roth became Superman and everybody was like, he looked just like Christopher Reeves? Do you think they tried to do the same thing with this young man?
I think you want to separate Henry Cavill from this as much as possible, but you get into an archetype of what Superman is and what he looks like, right?
Right.
You sort of fall into it. So it's tough on that end, because if you're telling me like it's a younger sort of Henry Cavill and he sort of looks like, let's be honest, Henry Cavill didn't come out the gate jacked like that. Remember that?
Nah.
That movie, the older, what was the name of that movie? It was like back in Roman times or something like that. I can't
Wait a
remember.
minute. Are you talking
Immortals
about
or something?
Immortals? That was a
Yeah,
good movie, bro.
but he was
That
in
was a
that, right?
yes, he was.
Okay,
Yeah,
so he
that
was
was
in
a good
that, but
movie.
he wasn't as jacked as he's
Nah.
hit his ultimate like jackness right now, man.
Yeah.
Like he's at the peak.
On when he played Superman and The Witcher, yeah, he was completely
So
jacked.
so take a look at this though. Look at that picture though. So we got him in the back. We got the marvelous Mrs. Maisel, who's Lois Lane, Rachel
Yeah.
Brosnahan, I think is her name, I believe. We got Nicholas Holt as Lex Luthor, Jimmy Olsen, Skyler back there in the middle. We
Hmm.
have all of them just right there.
How do you feel about this cast?
Sorry about that. So Rufus, just looking at, I like it.
How do you feel about it? You
I
like this
like it a
cast?
lot.
Are you saying that? How
Can
can
you
I
hear me?
say this? Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay. Yeah. My
Can
headphones
you
just
hear me?
died. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you saying that because we've talked about how the DCEU needs to scrap everything and start from scratch?
Yes and no.
Okay.
Because here's the thing: there's 10 years that we've have right now, and we've just finished up Aquaman. Right? That
Yeah.
was that was everything that
Atrocious.
happened at the end of that was terrible. Right? So we're at a point now where we just can't. Yeah, it was terrible, Rufus.
Yeah, it
But,
was. It
but
was.
we're like at a point now, man, where like just think about it. We need something new. Those characters are too iconic to not be in some realm or some sort of form of, you know, I don't know, TV, movies, or whatever. But we
Something.
keep taking a look at this. You keep throwing me off, Rufus. Look at this cast, okay? Nathan Fillion is right here. I love him in The Rookie. I think he should have been Nathan Drake from Uncharted. There's a fan film out there where he plays it perfectly. But he's going to be Guy Gardner. He's going to be a Green Lantern. So this and there's somebody cast as Hawk Girl. They casted a Supergirl. I have no clue what this might be, but I'm super excited about it. But before I give the floor to you, because I might give the floor to you so I can plug in some headphones. So before I get to that, I want to show you why I'm so excited about this. And it's because of that guy right
That's
there.
my man. That's my man.
Ruben,
Dude, can I say something before you finish?
go ahead.
I love him in just about everything he's ever acted in, man. And you know one of the most and you know I love watching TV series, but I really don't like watching lawyer series that much. I loved him in Superman. When I
Well,
tell you
see,
I absolutely love him. And
I
I love him in Jack Ryan. I don't know if you watched Jack Ryan.
oh no, Jack Ryan's amazing. Trust me, I am completely into it. But he was on The
Okay.
Wire too, Rufus.
Yeah, I know he was on The Wire. He was in what was the I forget the name of the TV show on HBO where he was a trombone player in New Orleans. Right after Katrina when they was bringing everything back.
Oh, I don't remember that.
What is it called? Tremblay or something like that, where he was a trombone player. He's a jazz musician,
Oh
and they were putting
yeah. I
all the
do remember
brass
that.
bands on. Yeah,
I do
man,
remember that. But
I love this guy and everything.
but this was announced, I believe, this week. I will put the comment of or in the description wherever of the artist of this. I failed to write that name down, but once I saw that and I
Yeah,
knew that he was casted for it, I was like, Rufus, come on, man.
yeah.
How can you not be excited about it?
Hey, man, Mr. Price, he can't do no wrong right now. You feel me?
He cannot, Rufus. Like, trust me, he can't. But look, what I'm going to ask you about this too. So just take a look at it. I showed you the cast, right? We
Yeah,
took a look at it. We did everything, right?
yeah.
The story, we don't really know what the story might be. It's been rumored that he's pulling like sort of inspiration from certain things across the universe. So there's not that main Superman story.
Right.
I anticipate it being different, but I don't think it'll be as different and I guess as disjointed. No, that's not the word. Or discussed heavily as much as Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman, or at least Man of Steel, that movie was.
Right.
I don't know, man. I'm I'm more excited about it now than I thought I would be, because we know the universe we left and the characters that we left, or more than likely, more importantly, the people who played those
Yeah.
roles, right? That's what
And
we
we
fell in love
get
with.
very attached to the people that play our favorite characters.
Exactly. So, like Henry Cavill, I felt like DC and Warner still did him dirty,
Yeah.
but I feel like you had to. You had to completely scrub all of that out, right? You had to
Yeah.
completely say, we're done with it. There's nothing else more we can do. The universe is destroyed. The fandom is just fractured. Um, you had no choice but to do this. So my question to you, excitement level for you. You're a huge Superman fan.
Mm-hmm.
You saw the shield, you saw the cast. I mean, the shield. You saw the S on his chest. You
The
saw
S.
the cast. You saw everything.
Right.
What say you, Rufus, fandom, extraordinaire for Superman?
So to be honest with you, I wish I had like one of those foghorns so you know what I'm saying? So I mean to really show my excitement level, like confetti to come out the back or something. Because I'll be honest with you, I thought they were gonna be done for a while. I wasn't expecting the movie to come out this soon, just Superman by himself. I wasn't expecting this to come out. It's coming out next year in July, if I'm not mistaken. July
Yeah,
the
July
11th is the
11th
release
is
date.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I'm trying not to do, I'm trying not to read too much about it because I don't want to know what's going to happen. I want to go to
Same.
the movies. I want to actually go to the movie theater and sit down and watch something and not expect anything.
Okay, Rufus, hear me out. I've started doing that this year. I've seen, other than like the steals that I've been trying to get away from, is Deadpool. I haven't even seen the trailer for, because I want to be excited for a Marvel
Yeah.
movie again.
Yeah.
But then I look at this too. I've been very, very instrumental in saying I wish James Gunn would just not show us anything. Like the picture I
Right.
just showed you of the cast, don't
Right.
even show it, because it's been too turbulent the last 10 years in DC.
Exactly.
You're just gonna come out the gate and be like, "Hey, we
I
having
really
fun. This is a new cast."
look,
Hey.
I really wish he would have waited like a month before Superman was coming out and then release something.
Well, that's the thing. In the world of marketing and all that money that they need to make up for that movie,
Yeah.
you have to start the hype train
Yeah.
early.
I
Uh,
get that.
because that's what I was. We've had this discussion about in-game side mission. We had this discussion
Yeah.
about like in-game or something, right? Where we were
Yeah.
like, maybe in-game or Civil War, maybe whatever. Like they should have just dropped like this week, no trailer or nothing, because
Right.
people were
Just
going to
drop it.
see it anyway,
Exactly.
just to see what that buzz would create. But while we're talking, we do have a fan of the show, Ryan. He's and I quote with I've been on his show a few times before. He says, personally, I would take a 5 to 10 year break, then reboot it. I've said this before, Ryan, and thank you for your
Yes.
comment.
Yes.
I've said this before, but really, really, Ben Affleck, Henry Cavill, they're too fresh, man. I feel like they're just
Yeah.
too fresh.
Exactly. Exactly.
But you look at take a look at Spider-Man. Like they went from Andrew Garfield to Tom Holland pretty quickly, right?
Yeah. They
And
did.
and Toby to Andrew. But this is Superman too.
But I'm gonna tell you like this. Just like when they came out with, Batman with Ben Affleck, and then they turned around and made Robert Pattinson a
Mm-hmm.
Batman in some universe, everybody was like they should have never done that. But you got some people that really ride and die for Robert Pattinson and Batman.
And
What can you do?
we've had this discussion about that movie before. The first few seconds, all the way that narration had me hooked. But then it took a turn, and I was like, I don't enjoy this. I'm not enjoying this as much as I thought. But that's neither here nor there. Again, another side mission for
Right.
another day. I'm hyped about Superman more. I'm not hype. I'm more hyped than I thought that I would be after the back end. After having to go through the Flash, after having
Yeah.
to go through Aquaman, and Blue Beetle could have been like somewhere down the road in this new universe. That's when I'm talking about, like, it's too fresh. 5 to 10 years off to build out your universe, get the the smell or stench off of the Snyderverse, which again I loved the Snyderverse
Yeah,
Justice League, right? The Snyder cut,
yeah,
loved it,
most
but
definitely.
it's too soon, man. It's just too soon. And again, Rufus, you're gonna have to keep me in line, man. Another side mission. Why do we want to kill Batman so much? Like he's died in
Dude,
like 3 things over the last
dude.
2 years.
And I thought I was the only one paying attention to that. Like every time you turn around, Batman's not like, what is going on? And why everybody trying
You
to
bring
kill?
Michael
Why
Keaton,
not trying to kill? Why everybody killing Batman?
Rufus, you bring Michael
Even
Keaton
in like
back.
the fan made stuff, you got like Harley Quinn killing Batman. Like what's going on?
See, that wasn't fan made. That happened in their Kill the Justice League
That was
Suicide
yeah, that
Squad
was
game.
just yeah, the most recent one that came
You
out.
want to know what? They killed him in that, and then Michael King comes back just to get killed over a million
Just to get
times.
killed off. Yeah.
And where did he die again? Oh, he died in Gotham Knights of another video game. Just completely killed him off at the beginning of it. Like I don't know what this fascination is with killing Batman. So
I don't know what it is either.
I
Because
will
it
say
used
this.
to be don't kill our heroes because he's out here
Exactly.
saving the he's out here saving people and saving the community.
This might be a
But let's get
discussion
back.
for
Look,
another show.
let's get back on subject. Let's get back on because we can talk about Batman all day and night.
Funny last topic, real quick, is that because of To Kill the Justice League came out or whatever it's called, Kill the Justice League. The amount of players re-downloading or buying the Arkham series Batman went up.
Really? How much? How much?
I don't know. I don't have the percentage or anything here, but I know there was more people. As of right now, there's more people playing the old Arkham games than they are playing Kill the Justice League, which is wild.
That's absolutely wild.
It's got me
That's
wanting
absolutely
to
wild,
it.
dude.
It's got me wanting to re-download them.
Hey, go ahead and we can jump on together.
Okay, so what we have next up, our next topic, Rufus, this is one you brought to us.
Yes.
Kang change recast for
Man.
new big bad. So
Man.
this has to do with all of MCU at the moment, right? Because let's be honest, I want to love everything about it, but it's tough for me too. And you brought this to the table, so I'm going to let you take this one here.
Okay.
It's all yours.
So for me, thank you, sir. I appreciate that. Hello, fans. How are y'all doing? So here's the thing for me. It's a lot going on in the Marvel universe right now. We all know this. Every time you turn around, and I kid you not, you have something being released on Disney. You have a movie coming out. And the problem is now no one is getting excited about any of this stuff. The last thing I know people really got excited about was for Loki season 2. And
it was good.
You know why people were excited for Loki season 2? Not just because of Loki, but because of Kang the Conqueror. You know what I'm saying? And I hated that all this, the Jonathan Majors business is going down. But there's always a silver lining. And the silver lining is if the person who I think they're going to choose to play Kang, if Coleman Domingo gets this role, I think it's going to be super awesome.
You jumped my slides.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize. If Coleman Domingo gets this role, I think it's going to be super awesome. Look, this gentleman here, I've seen most of his films that he's done. 42. I've seen Color Purple for sure. Color Purple.
He was
Transformers.
In the Walking Dead too.
Yeah, I have yet to watch Spirit of Walking Dead, but Transformers. The one movie that I haven't seen him in as of yet is the new Candyman. Have you seen that?
Dude, I ain't never watching Candyman.
Okay, well, we'll talk about we'll talk about that another day. I'm not trying to scare you right now. All I'm gonna say is
if a mirror is in there.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is
saying it. Saying what 3 times? I don't even know what to say 3 times. Forget all that.
You can't say it right now? Because you can't say it right now?
Just feel reflection.
Oh my goodness. So what I'm gonna say about this is there was an actual list of the top 10 actors that should play Kang, right? And there was only one person on that list, and he wasn't. I don't even think he was on that list. There was only one person on that list who I thought could even come close to playing Kane the way Jonathan Majors played it, and that's the young man, the British actor from Guardians of the Galaxy. I cannot pronounce his name, and I refuse to butcher that man's name live. Um,
Oh, from Amistad.
no. Okay. Yeah, you
Which
trying to
movie
get me to
again?
do this
Which movie again?
on Guardians of the Galaxy, the third one. He was the big bad. Um, I'm gonna say his name.
Oh, yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah.
try
He
to say
looks
his
like
name.
RoboCop with his helmet off.
I'm gonna try to say his name. It's Chugwudi Iwuji. Did I say that right?
Uh, Anybody watching want to say if he said it right? 'Cause I
Anyway, I thought that he would be the only person other than Coleman that would probably play Kane the way Jonathan Majors played. And
Okay,
but I
so
think Coleman, with his range, I think he's going to bring something different to the script.
we do have some comments from Instagram over here, and it's from my lovely wife Emily. Emily, thank you for watching. You're definitely a big supporter. But
Awesome.
she says new big bad. So she's
Uh huh.
like, or have a different variant of Kane come back and be the big bad. So we saw all those other variants of Kane the Conqueror, right? They all
Yes.
look like Jonathan Majors.
Yes.
Uh, my thought is
That's it.
that my thought is that there could be a we had three different looking Spider-Man, right?
Yeah. We did.
So you can have different variations or different, not every variant has to look the same. It
Right.
just thinks what we saw about, I don't know, 10,000 of them in a stadium
Yeah.
that looked like him. But
Yeah.
maybe you come up with an idea that will change his features or do something like that. Insert him with another black actor, I'm okay. It's fine. It's more work.
Yeah.
Uh,
That's
it,
that's that's a great idea considering how many variants you have. Like
yeah.
the
Tobey Maguire,
possibility,
Andrew
are
Garfield, and Tom Holland look nothing alike. So,
nothing alike, but they're all Spider-Man.
just like the Spider-Verse, right? You
Exactly.
have
You
multiple
got
Spider.
Miles and you got all those other people in the Spider-Verse. Everybody's Spider-Man, but they
Even
all
though
look
Miles
different.
was an accident, essentially, it wasn't supposed to happen. Can't
Yeah,
wait for that
we'll
movie to
talk.
come
Hey,
out.
we'll talk about that side mission
Woo!
later. We most definitely got to talk about this one, right? So, but okay, back to Kane and to Emily's point of a new big bad. There was a discussion of having the new big bad, and we all thought it was going to be Von Doom was going to come in again and be the big bad, right? So
There's always a shot because we got Fantastic Four coming out. We
we
saw
do
the
have Fantastic
art
Four
for
coming out.
that.
And hold on, my side mission. What do you think about that? And have you read anything about it yet?
I saw the picture, the promo picture that they put out. I
Mm-hmm.
think Pedro Pascal is going to be Mr. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I would have still loved. They did some fan service for casting John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic. You know, Jim from The Office.
Yeah,
It's hard.
yeah.
I can never call him his real name, man. He's forever Jim.
Hey
But
man, you know what I call him? Jack Ryan. That's what I call him. That's Jack Ryan, dog.
but for real, like it was wild. Is like I wish it could have been him, but I get it. You know, I
Right.
get it. The amount of projects that he puts together and that he writes and directs and stuff like that. I get it. Pedro
Dude,
Pascal is a,
I was just gonna say, Pedro is doing it right now,
you know
man.
what?
He's in
He's,
everything.
he's the only one who came out of Wonder Woman 84 with a career after that movie. He was the only person. Oh God, did I lose you, Rufus? Oh, I think I may have lost him. I hope he
Got
pops back
going on.
in. Ah, there you
Look,
go. There you go.
everything went out. What did you say about Pedro?
My last thing about Pedro Pascal was like he's the only one who came out of Wonder Woman 84 with a career.
Yes, yes, he did.
He
And and
he
and it's like his career took off, and that movie was so hard. And look, no, look. Now, no disrespect to Chris Pine, no disrespect to Gal Gadot. They doing all right too, but it's like Pedro is like, yeah, I want to be in this. He gonna be in this. He was in that. He everywhere now.
dude, he's everywhere. He's got The Last of Us coming back and all that stuff. So what's wild? That's wild to me. But I will say with this whole Kang situation, If they go another direction, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Considering the problems that Jonathan Major ran into,
Yeah.
ran away from, that would have been hilarious.
Hey, don't
But
do
when
that. Don't do that. Don't do my guy like that. Listen, man, all the people out there,
I'm
I
mad at him.
still
I'm
like
mad at him.
Jonathan Majors.
No,
You
Rufus, I'm
understand
mad
me?
at him because he took away the Harder They Fall Part 2 away from me. I'm
Oh,
never
who you telling?
originally.
Because looking forward to something, man. Rufus Buck was a cold piece of work. You understand
It
me?
was the only other
And
Rufus
I
I ever
was,
met in my life. Seen in my
dude,
life.
I really wanted to see part two with what was going to happen between um
In Regina King's character.
exactly Regina
Mm-hmm.
King's character and I keep forgetting I call her Domino because I never know her name. She was Domino on
Zazzy Beats, man.
Zaggy. Okay, I really wanted to know what happened between them, how they got that, after they got finished scrapping. But
I
that was a
do.
side mission. But let me ask you something about Kane. How do you feel? How do you feel about Coleman Domingo coming to play Kane?
I think he's a hot name right now. I think he has a lot of good press behind him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, right now you're going for for lack of a better term, the cleanest guy you can get
Right?
to play this record or to play this character, or you completely go in a new direction. And Kang was all like, if you watch the end of Loki, I don't know, Loki's spoiler alert. A man's got his hands
Yeah.
around the universe right now.
Yeah.
He's Spider-Man holding the bridge together.
He's
He's
pretty much holding
Spider-Man
it down.
holding the boat together. He's Spider-Man stopping a train. He's everything.
Yeah, he holding it down like that. He holding it down right now.
What made that so well is that line of he's burdened with glorious purpose or something like that. He says,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
that was the most fitting of any ending. Well, one of the most fitting endings for a character in Marvel, and they did that so perfectly. But cast him. I like him as an actor. I enjoy the stuff that he's been in. I don't think this character would be a hard thing for him to do. Now I'm saying that, I remember him doing an interview talking about how he would love to play a villain in the MCU.
Yeah.
So if he's coming in with that sort of mind frame, that's going to be really good for them.
Yeah.
But Rufus, we've gone a few minutes, 30 minutes or so, but I do have this last segment that I did not tell you about. Because I definitely want to hear what you think about this. So before we finish up for our episode, we're going to do a segment that I call "What Would You Do?" So Rufus, this is for you. I'm going to ask you a question, set up a scenario, and I want to know what it is that you would do in this situation. All right.
Okay, let's get it. Come on.
So check this out. So you're gonna laugh. All right. It's 1984. Okay.
Gotcha. Mm-hmm.
You drop into
this many years old.
I'm 3. Well, okay. Let me be more literal then. Okay.
I'm sorry, people. I'm sorry.
It ruined the next part of it too.
Oh my god.
You're. When were you at your? Well, I'm not saying that you're not now. Your physical peak. Like, what would you say? Where was Rufus? I'm not saying that you're not now, but I'm just saying
sophomore year of college.
Peak.
Sophomore year of college, working out 3-4 hours a day.
So what? 20, 22, 21? I mean, 21, 20, 21.
Yeah.
Okay, that's you. Okay, 1984, 21 years old. Okay. Mm-hmm. You drop into a dark alley, butt booty naked, from the future.
Right.
How do you protect Sarah Connor, and how do you survive the Terminator?
Boy, hold on, wait a minute. 21, butt naked in LA, and I gotta go fight the machine and protect this woman? That's what we're doing?
But you have to survive. You can't be Kyle Reese and right.
Exactly.
So this is you being thrust into doing the impossible. How are you tackling it?
You talk about something I ain't never ever thought of before. Oh my god, you hit me with
part of the
right
segment,
now.
Right?
So check it out. So and I'm gonna be honest with the people. I would try my best. I would try my best to protect Sarah, and hopefully she don't get her face shot in. Um, I'm just being honest with you, because I don't know how Cal pulled it off, because nothing affected the Terminator. He shot him in the face, shot him in the eye, shot him in the arm, ran over him, blew him up. Dude wasn't going down. The only way they got rid of him, they took him to they ended up in a machine shop.
You've had to think this. You've seen this movie a
No,
million times, right?
I have, but I've never thought about
like
that scenario.
you never would have been like, oh, I would have ran that way instead of
No, no,
that
no,
way.
no. I never thought, man, I would fight the Terminator. You know what I used to think?
What's that?
I wanted to be the Terminator.
See, that doesn't work.
I didn't want to be Kyle Reese. You see how? So
let's say that for when I ask you about the sequel, okay?
Right. So okay, so realistically, what I would do seriously, of course, we're not going off the movie. I would most definitely try and find Sarah Connor to protect us, because her son will protect all of mankind, and help defeat the Terminator,
which is your
awesome.
son too.
Which I get it. Let me get to it. Which, because it gets really confusing for the people who hadn't really delved into Terminator. You can lose your head on this. You feel me? So yeah, of course I would try to protect her, the best I can. I mean, what can you do? I mean, we're gonna do a lot of running, as they did.
They did a lot of running.
And we gotta figure it out together. We gotta put both our heads together and figure out how we can stop this dude from trying to kill you and your unborn child. I mean, that's the best I can do, man. I have nothing spectacular for that situation. Try to find some draws. Go find Sarah. You feel me? That's what I got for you.
You're surprising me, Rufus, because I would have thought, like, a guy like you, and we've been over a lot of things, that you would have come up with an idea to be like, I got it. I know what I'm doing.
Because you got to think, in 1984, anything that could have destroyed the Terminator, the government had it on lockdown. You feel me? Like, you couldn't go get nothing to come out and just destroy him off top. You had to try to use a 9mm. You had to try to use a 12 gauge with the bullets just bouncing off his face. You know what I'm saying? Like,
you're very underarmed. Like you're not in the. Because again,
dude,
you
came in butt naked. What you mean very underarmed? You ain't armed at all. All you got is nothing. I mean, he had to go steal some clothes from a hobo. Come on, man.
He did take those hobo pants, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, dog. And put it right on. I was like, no, bro. I'm good on that.
Oh, God. Okay, that's hilarious. I just wanted to put you in a scenario that, you may have not thought about, which apparently you've not.
No, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, my guy.
I will say that was hilarious. That was fun. I loved it. That was a good one. But, man, Rufus, this has been our first live show, man. Some people hopped in, some people hopped out. But I want to say I appreciate everybody for at least jumping on and being here.
Thank you.
This is something that I want to grow. This is something I want to go weekly with. I talked about the feeling that I had at the beginning of this, where it felt like a basketball game to me, and I haven't felt that in a long time. And from stuff we've been through recently and all that stuff, and just personal life, it's good to just be here to like put this on tape. Good grief. Put this on.
You went back.
I'm still in 84, man.
I know, right?
But to be able to put this together and do this and learn through StreamYard, and then talk to other creators and join that community and talk with one of my best friends in the world, Rufus, it just feels good.
Yeah, man.
And this won't be the last one. We went a little longer than I expected because, boy, we love our side missions, man. Yeah, we're just going to do an episode of no topics, just sides. We're going to pick a topic and then just all sides. No meat.
We're going to pick a topic and just do all side missions? Okay, I like that idea.
No meat. I can rock with that. Just sides.
Yeah, I can rock with that.
Some fries, some Brussels sprouts, all that. Just sides.
Macaroni. Give me a little. I need the macaroni.
But we did go a little longer. I wanted to keep it 30 minutes, but once Rufus and I get together, I knew that was never going to happen. But it's one of the things where I just want to say thanks for watching. Thanks for making it this far. If you did, if you're watching this on replay, thank you. I can't thank you enough. Watching on Instagram, thank you. Thanks for leaving comments and all that stuff. So, man, Rufus, anything that you want to drop to the people as well?
Man, I just look. Dion said it. And I'm gonna say it again. We really do appreciate each and every last one of y'all for supporting us and trying to get this live thing going. It's actually kind of fun. I ain't gonna lie, I was a little nervous, and
Yeah.
I talk in front of a lot of people, a lot of the time. But I really enjoyed this, man. This was fun, and thank you for the fans.
And
Appreciate it.
also, I'll still do the long form interviews and stuff like that within people within fandoms. I plan to sort of still do those maybe once or twice a month. That gives me time to edit those. It was just a timely manner. I just couldn't get stuff out as quick as
Yeah.
I possibly could, and this is that content that I can create and do that with you. So again, man, Rufus, a 40-minute run here, man. That we just
It don't
did.
even seem like it's been that long.
It doesn't,
don't even take that long.
right? These are how our conversations go on TV, but on TV on our phone. But let me get
Yeah.
off. But again, follow, like, share, subscribe, do all the social media stuff. All-Star Fandom Show on Instagram and TikTok. If you made it this far, hit subscribe button for us too. Would love to see that pop up on the other side. So, but without anything else, Rufus, I think this is when we tap out, right?
That's a wrap
That's
on
a
the
wrap,
first
man.
show.
All
I
right.
like that.
Peace.
Peace.